There has been speculation regarding the origin of the Belembaotuyan. One theory is that the instrument came to Guam through the Spanish galleon ships. These Spanish galleon ships may have attained the instrument through South America. In today's Chamorro language, Belembaotuyan means vibration or rumbling of the stomach.
My name is Dolores Taitano Kanata, and I make and play the Belembaotuyan. The Belembaotuyan is an old Chamorro instrument that has been played here on our island for centuries. It's a one-string instrument. It's pretty unique to Guam. There are theories that suggest that the instrument has been introduced to Guam during the Spanish time through the galleon trade, or even I've heard stories that even through the seafarers, so even before then. I started playing this instrument in 1992 as a young adult, but I learned about the instrument since I was young, all right? I've always loved our, being proud of being Chamorro and just living your life as a Chamorro person. And so growing up, you didn't hear or saw any Chamorro instruments. There were a lot of the instruments were already introduced by the Western culture. And when I did hear that there was such a thing as a Belembaotuyan, an old Chamorro instrument, that really got me interested to learning more about it. And so as I got older, I was taking a college class, and we had a guest speaker who came and talked to the class about a program that they have in their agency, and this was the CAHA agency, the Council of the Arts and Humanities. And so it was Judy Flores who spoke about the folk arts program that they have, trying to find students or apprentices who were willing to study under a master. And so when she talked about the Belembaotuyan, and there was a master on the island, Tunis Chrysostemo, who was willing to share this with another person, I told her I was interested, and that's how I got started.
This is Masi. My name is Dolores Taitano Kanata, and this is Tua Sablon, and we just want to say that it's important that we all need to continue this beautiful instrument of the Belembaotuyan for more generations to come. We're very happy and honored that it's still with us today in our generation. And the only way we can continue this is if we become practitioners of it. And we're doing some workshops. It's ongoing, and you will learn how to craft the instrument, make the instrument, learn the fundamentals of playing it, and that's how we continue to keep this culture and tradition alive. So here I'm going to demonstrate or just show you the basics of how to make this Belembaotuyan. And the first thing you're going to need is a branch from a tree called the pagu tree. Try to look for a straight branch, and what you want to do is remove the bark off of it, let it out to dry for a couple of days, and then start shaping. What you want to do is when you're going to shape is use a carpenter's tool called a planer. And you remove all the first layer of the bark, and then on one side you want to level it off. As you can see, we've already started leveling it off so that you have one side that is flattened and the other side is still rounded. The next part you're going to need is the wire for that one string, and that one string is going to come from a tire such as this. And we've already removed the wires from the tire, and when you do that, you come up with a long piece of wire like this. Alright, so we're going to fasten on one end of the wood, the wire, stretch it across down the other side. While you're stretching it down to the other side, then you want someone to start bending the middle to form like a bow. When you stretch it, when it's done fastened, let it go, then you'll have a bow and arrow shape. When that's done, then we need a gourd, and that gourd will rest in the middle part of the instrument. And this is an example of a gourd, okay? And what we have to do is we have to cut off one side, or the bottom side of it, as well as the top side. And when you do that, it'll look something like this, all right? And then this part is where it's gonna sit on the rounded part of the wood. And another piece of wire is fastened from the bottom through the top of the wood over the that mid wire, or through the that steel wire. Fastened at the bottom, and you have your basic Belembaotuyan instrument. It's very soothing. It's very spiritual, I guess you want to call it spiritual for me. As I play, and I really do meditate, and I just feel a sense of, I guess, connectedness to our people, and I feel very happy, very proud that this is something that I'm still able to practice, that they've been doing for many years ago. You know, it hasn't been lost, and I feel very honored that I've learned it and practicing it. This is a part of our heritage that we don't want to lose. It's lived on for so many centuries, and would like for it to continue to be practiced. So this is an old song that I learned, or that I wanted to. I learned about in a book, right? And it's called Hapana Squid. Okay? Hapana Squid. Yeah. Awesome. So it goes Hapana Squid has a mom so perfect, mom so perfect, mom so perfect. Hapana Squid has a mom so perfect, mom so perfect. Sine umajura jakumututu, tumututu, tumututu. Sine umajura. It can be played with today's, I guess you call style of music, incorporating into today's culture. You know, the Chamorro people, they love to sing, they love to play instruments, and if they can just use it with today's music, they're making their own music and just bring it in, use it as another accompaniment to their ensemble of their music. That would be great. And and then also you see a lot of the cultural dancers and performances use it also there, just anywhere. Anywhere you can. It's an instrument, so it can be played at any place, any time. Yeah, not just as a demonstration piece,
tu corazón Zahagune ni nai Malaiko Wishapan nai ni Una pinuti Mampus corazón Nai chutristi Wishapan nai ni Baiu tutubi Tengin hagune ni It means I love you with all my heart, and I hope we'll never part. 'Cause you were meant for me and me for you. Ooh, กว่าจะหา Thanks.
Fun.
That was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Well, I hope that that the instrument doesn't just die in our generation. That there are people who are interested in continuing this beautiful heritage that we have. It's lasted for hundreds of years, and we don't want us to just let it sleep here. We want to continue it, and I hope there are people who are interested in learning how to make it and play it and practicing it today for future generations to come.
Okay.
You know, 1, 2, or 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah.